Ringo TV Reactions. Back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. You know, when we do these videos, right, it's interesting because there's so much manipulation going on in these streets, so many lies, so many online victims, gaslighting. I mean, like, when is it gonna ever stop? Welcome to the stream, fam. We gotta talk. We gotta get down to business. Your boy NuBreed is back with the sneak dissing, manipulating people. And we gotta expose this, man. We gotta expose the demons. I wanna show y'all how manipulation works. A lot of you viewers get manipulated every day on social media by fake content creators, people that copy others, people that make fake content, promote fake news, and they'll have y'all all gassed up. Y'all be believing everything they say. And the content is fake. Just long enough to keep you there viewing so they could get a check. That's what they do. So, NuBreed pretty much published a new video and he started sneak dissing. But what's interesting about his video is that he's copying off the video I made yesterday. Yesterday, I talked to y'all about provoking spirits. I talked about people that provoke you. I talked about how you need to roll solo. Next minute, this dude do a video talking about the same thing. And the sad thing about this, man, is that as a viewer, you see stuff like this and you don't say nothing. You don't say anything. Y'all supposed to be calling out people when y'all see them doing buffoonery, man. Like constantly copying, gaslighting, being a total hypocrite. Like this dude was in the video talking about how, I guess judgment is coming for people that slander people. I'm like, dude, you a hypocrite. That's all you do, slander people. These people are so fake. It's disgusting that people really take these people serious. This man slandered Brainwave. He slandered Rollo. He slandered me. This man got on YouTube, told all his viewers that I'm a pedophile. That's what he said. NuBreed did that. NuBreed took a rumor that had been going on for damn near 8 years on YouTube, where people chopped a small clip of a video that I made and they twisted it into saying that Ringo said that it's okay for a grown man to marry a 9-year-old. Where does a grown man get the authority to marry a 9-year-old? Where? Where in the United States is that permissible? And the sad thing about this is me and NuBreed had conversations in the DMs about people that slandered my name with that lie, that rumor. So to see him do the same thing, it just goes to show what kind of demon he is. He slandered my name. And yet, he's telling people that those who slander people are going to get judged by God. I'm like, dude is a damn hypocrite, bro. But again, if you're a viewer and you're not smart, you'll be manipulated by everything on YouTube, man. I've seen so many scams going on. Right now, there's a scam going on with some woman. Y'all probably heard of her because she's becoming popular by scamming people. All she talks about is her YouTube revenue. All she talks about is an update on my YouTube revenue and I'm like, that's not content. And she sells people lies by telling them that if they start a YouTube channel, they're going to be making all this money. They're going to be having all this cash. And she's the one making the money because everybody's watching her videos. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to talk about that in a separate video. It's one of the biggest scams on YouTube. YouTube is not for everybody. Everybody can't do YouTube. You got to be a person that, number one, you got talent. Number two, you're creative. Number three, you can actually speak and communicate your thoughts to an audience, and there's some sense of value in the things that you say. So not everybody could do that. But moving back onto the topic, NuBreed was sneak dissing in this particular video we're going to review. And you know what's so crazy about this, gang? Anytime I do videos, right, and it involves NuBreed, here comes the trolls. You still talking about him? Bro, you need to move on. No, you need to move on. Like, why are you watching me? You gotta be stupid to keep watching me if you don't like the content. I'm a content creator. This is what I do. I'm at work right now. Just like most of you are at the 9 to 5, I'm at the 9 to 5 right now. This is what I do. So I'm where I belong. If you don't like the content, you can leave and unsubscribe. Don't watch me no more forever. I'm not losing no sleep. You know why? It's going to be 100 new viewers by the end of the day. So when I make content about these issues, it's because it's important to me. It may not be important to you. It's important to me because I don't like when people are fake and they're manipulating people and they're gaslighting you, and they're getting away with it because people aren't using their brains. You understand? You got to use your brain as a viewer. You're intelligent. Stop letting YouTubers manipulate you. Stop letting YouTubers gaslight you. Recognize when somebody's a hypocrite and call it out. When you see that man come online and he's talking about slander this and slander that, and God is going to punish those that do this, you got to call them out when you see that. You got to be like, bro, I seen your videos where you were slandering Ringo. I seen your videos when you deliberately lied. You a hypocrite, bro. That's what you're supposed to do as a viewer. But a lot of y'all don't do that type of stuff. This is why I got to make my videos. See, if the audience actually did their job in calling out the BS, I wouldn't have no need to make no videos about it. I make videos about it because you're not doing your job. You're the ones that view content. And when you see people that are doing things that are out of pocket, you, the viewer, are supposed to call it out. You know, it's no different than if I'm doing something that is negative, something that is totally out of line. I'm talking about out of character. And my viewers don't call me out on it and be like, bro, now you know that wasn't right, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have handled that situation way better. And I'm talking about within reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't just come pulling up on me telling me I'm wrong when I'm defending my honor. We're talking about something that's unethical, out of pocket. If you see stuff like that and you ain't saying nothing, then you are part of the problem. That's the way I see it. Right? So now what is going on? Okay. Number one, NuBreed is still sneak dissing. I haven't made no videos about this dude. I haven't been focused on this dude. His right-hand man, Mindsets, made a diss video the other day about me. Dude said he was never going to make videos again about me. He made videos about me again. You know why? Because nobody's watching his videos. Nobody watches his videos, fam. The dude sucks at making content. But his audience love hearing about me. That it just goes to show his audience really love me, if that makes any sense. Because if I'm such a horrible person, why is there a pocket of viewers that love listening to negative content about me? It's because they are my fans. They just can't admit it because they know they were a hater and they feel stupid. So they say, you know what, I'd rather be a hater. That's the kind of fan I want to be. You know, there's such thing as positive and negative fans. These are things that we have to all understand. Everybody that's a fan isn't positive. You got positive and negative fans. People that like you, but they're negative. They like you, but don't like you. But they like you, you know? So I'm not even doing no content about NuBreed. Like literally, if you go check the records, I haven't really went in, but he went and sneak this. And the way he did it is so subtle, most people didn't peep it. First of all, his whole video is a sneak diss. But somewhere along in the video, he felt uncomfortable. And he was like, look, my content ain't really about none of these people on YouTube. But, you know, hey, they're going to think what they want to think because they're miserable. There go to sneak diss. See, he ain't have to say anything. All he had to do is just do his content. But his content is mentioning other creators. So once you start mentioning other creators, the audience know who you're talking about. So now I'm going to have to make a video about it. And you know, the crazy thing about this is that when I make a video about it, all of a sudden now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy for making content. In other words, he can make content sneak dissing, but if I make content to regulate the situation and expose the truth, I'm the bad guy. Let's listen in at the content so we can find out what's going on. Let's break this whole video down. I'm going to break down the whole video. I'm going to show y'all how manipulation works and how this individual gaslights, manipulates, bears false witness. And then his audience is dumb. I'm telling you straight up, fam. His audience is dumb, bro. They're just slow. They can't see anything he does, bro. It's sick. It's sad. It's really, really sad. This man literally gaslights his audience. You know what I mean? It's just sick. You have a clown in the chat. Let me see who this is, fam. I don't know if you're talking to me, but if that comment is towards me, you sound like a clown. You have somebody that says if you got he retracted his comment. Talking about if you're a man, then you should forgive or something along them lines. It's too late to retract your comment, fam. I'm adding you straight on the block list. Don't ever retract your comments when we're doing content. If you was a man, you would have left your comment up. See, that's the difference. If you was a man, you would have left the comment up. See, he said if I'm a man, I should just forgive and move on. Something along that lines he said. And then right when I'm about to check him, he retracts his comment like a coward. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean, man. This is what I mean, bro. Like a straight coward, bro. You have all that talk to say about I need to forgive, but when I'm about to check your comment, you retract it like a coward. But you talking about forgive. If somebody violated your daughter, right? Grape your daughter. You gonna be a man and just forgive them and move on? Or you gonna put them in a box? Which one? This is what I mean about stupid people, bro. This is what I mean, bro. I can't stand ninjas, bro. They say they post stupid comments. They're not smart. And it's like anytime I speak on real issues, they always want to play that forgiveness nonsense. Ain't no forgiveness here, fam. What is there to forgive, bro? What forgiveness, bro? Did you tell him to forgive? Did you go over by his channel and look at all the slanderous videos he made? Did you tell him to forgive and forget? No, you didn't. But you'll come over here and tell me to do that dumb stuff. I can't stand hypocrites, fam. Like, really. But let's get to the content, man. Let's get down to business. You know what I mean? That dude was a straight coward. Dude actually retracted his comment. He ain't want me to read it over the air. A real coward, bro. Be a man about your comment. If you're going to post something, post it. Don't go retracting it. Say what you say and stand on it. Be a man about it. Talking all that talk, couldn't even practice what you preach. But anyway, y'all, let's review the tapes. I gotta do some work, man, but I don't know. It looked like it want to rain again. I don't want to do no extra work and it's gonna rain. Nah. Let me see. Let's get to the content.
What's good, everybody? It's your brother NuBreed coming through with another live stream. Those who plotted on you, brothers and sisters.
Let me see what this person said. Somebody said, I've been watching NuBreed. He is legit. This guy is talking nonsense. You ain't even watched the video to hear what I have to say, so how am I talking nonsense? You got to go. This is what I mean about trolls. The dude just said that I'm talking nonsense. I didn't even get to talk yet. I didn't even get to speak. This is what I mean. You have trolls coming in saying somebody's legit, and you didn't even hear the case. You already violated scripture. Scripture says, he that answers a matter before he hear the conclusion, it is folly and shame unto him. You're an idiot. You didn't even hear what I got to say yet. You already came in to try to dismiss me. So you got to go. Let's get back to the tape.
We're pathetic and miserable.
You heard him? Let's rewind that back. Listen to what he said, gang. Listen.
Those who plotted on you, brothers and sisters. We're pathetic and miserable.
He said, those who plotted on you are pathetic and miserable. First sign of gaslighting is he's really talking about his own experiences and what he believes is happening to him in his own finite mind. But what he does is he make you believe the same thing is happening to you. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody is plotting on you unless you're a person who is about something in life. He's acting as if though he's a psychic, as if though he knows exactly what's going on in your life. You understand? It's one thing to speak in general about a topic, but he's speaking in third person as if though not only is he being plotted on, but you're being plotted on too. How he knows that? And he's saying that these particular people who are plotting, that they're miserable. So he's already taken shots at somebody. Now y'all all can fill in the blanks on who he's doing that to. Let's go.
See, a lot of you brothers and sisters who are viewing this video.
A lot of you brothers and sisters. He's making you sign for the package.
You pretty much stay to yourself.
You pretty much stay to yourself. Isn't that my talking point? I'm always telling people, stay to yourself and how you need to roll by yourself and you need to do this. Everything that I be telling y'all, you see how he's doing it? Let's go.
Keep your head on a swivel. You mind your business. You do what it is that you need to do in life. But for whatever reason, it seems that you're a magnet to energy vampires.
These are the things that I talk about every day. He copies everything I do, fam. When I tell you, if y'all go look at my videos, fam, and y'all be thinking that I'm crazy when I talk about this stuff, man. I talk about these energy vampires. I talk about these people that are always draining you. And it's like anytime I do videos about these things, the next day he come with a video about the same thing. It's crazy, man. This dude have no originality, fam. None whatsoever. It's sick, man. Shout out to Mr. Skinny TV. Make sure y'all go sub over there. Salute to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Skinny TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? He always shout me out, so I got to share the love. Same thing. You know how it is. Make sure y'all go support that cat. You know what I mean? If there's anybody that can roast, he's an original roaster. He can roast. I've seen some of his roast videos, man. You don't really want no problems. He's gonna roast you, man. And he's relentless with the roast too. He just keep putting barbecue sauce on the grill. I'm serious, man. But NuBreed is fake, fam. That dude is fake, man. And again, the audience gotta be smart, man. See, look, guys, look. When I do content, I'm just keeping it real with y'all, man. I'm just here chilling, just chopping it up with y'all, man. You have content creators that are fake. They lie every day, man. And then you got real content creators that chop it up with y'all, keeping it a buck. And y'all be thinking that we fake. It's crazy. The fake get rewarded. I mean, I think about this, fam. NuBreed still has an Amazon registry up where people are furnishing the man's house. How dumb could you be, fam? How dumb could you be as a person that a ninja puts up an Amazon registry, got 2 women pregnant? A dusty ninja got 2 women pregnant. Didn't count the cost to be the boss, broke, struggling, goes in debt to go get a house, and you paying for his furniture? You buying all the things he need for his house? Like he your kid? Like he your son? How stupid could you be? Did you see me come on YouTube begging y'all? Did you see me come on YouTube saying, please, could y'all buy my babies a bed, please? No, that's my job. I go through my own struggles, fam. I go through my own struggles like a man, and I try to figure it out. There's times when the money is low. Y'all know how I move, bro. Y'all seen my journey, fam. I came from the projects, fam. From the streets. Now, all of a sudden, when you watch NuBreed, right? If you peep game, you hear this clown talking like he coming from the hood. You ever hear him talk in his videos? He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When a brother elevate, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood. Bro, stop it. Stop trying to be me, bro. Stop trying to be my story. He's making it seem like he from the hood now. But then he made videos disrespecting me from coming from the projects. I invited this man into my home. And he tried to shame me and my family for coming from the projects. Imagine that, a man coming from the projects, moving into a house. This clown is on YouTube making videos with his baby mama, the white woman that he got pregnant. Talking about, yeah, when I pulled up at the project, we were uncomfortable and, you know, the elevator was small. If you from the hood, you wouldn't be talking like that. If you from the trenches in the streets, you wouldn't be talking like that. You don't know first thing about being in the hood, bro. Because if you lived in the hood, then when you came to New York and Brooklyn, you wouldn't have been paranoid, you and your baby mama. Because a person that's from the hood can go to any hood and be cool. Anybody that's from the projects can pull up at anybody projects and feel right at home. They ain't looking over their shoulder. They ain't nervous and petrified because they from the projects too. See, one thing you have to understand about the streets is that when you're in the streets, there's certain things and certain way people move. And the way this cat move, he not from no hood, bro. Never been in the hood. That's why he was speaking down on the hood. See? And I don't like fake people, man. I don't like people that gaslight, and it's like they disrespect people from the hood, but then they want to use the hood story to try to gain some sort of clout. Come on, man. You can't do that, bro. The only problem I have with the hood is that a lot of cats don't stick together, and we always trying to keep the next man down. And it's like we don't have no real code, bro. It's like back in the day, there was code in the streets. Today's day, man, brothers just stab each other in the back. Just like that clown ninja that rock with NuBreed. Dude is a Brooklynite and speaking negative of me. And I'm from Brooklyn. I never heard of nothing like that, bro. Brooklyn cats always stick up for Brooklyn cats. That's just how it always been. Even if I don't know you, even if I don't even like you, bro. If you from Brooklyn and we got a bunch of other cats from another city talking crap about New York, fam, we gonna stand with you regardless. So the way these cats are moving nowadays, man, I don't know what kind of cloth they cut from, bro. It's just really sick. Yeah, and the violence, you know how it is in New York, man. There's a lot of violence, a lot of, just last night, fam, a cat in Brooklyn got killed, bro. A young brother got killed in Brooklyn, fam. Like very, very close to home. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are checking out left and right. This cat don't know the first thing about the hood life, bro. But anyway, this dude, man, it's like he trying to steal my whole swag, my whole story, my whole life, bro. It's crazy, man. I don't get it, man. You said NuBreed from West Virginia. That's where he was born. Oh, West Virginia. Well, he in his videos talking about how he from the streets, he from the hood, and I'm like, dude, you don't know the first thing about the hood, bro. Stop it. I'm listening to this dude talking about he literally was like, yeah, you know, people just mad because I got a house, and you know what I'm saying? A brother elevated himself. You know, I'm from the hood. I'm listening to this clown talking about he from the hood, bro. You ain't from no damn hood, fam. That's why when I listen to him, I'm laughing, because he made many videos, right? Now watch this, guys. Watch this. This man make many videos talking about how he want to fight me. He want to put hands on me, and he know where I live. He know exactly where I live, fam. I don't come on YouTube acting tough, bro. But he does this type of stuff to impress viewers. And I don't like stuff like that, bro. I don't like when men come online and entertain spirits that they're not prepared for. I'm a family man. You come to my house with any sort of noise, you going in a box. That's my word, bro. Straight up like that. Because I'm not playing with you. Ain't going to be no fights. It's 2024. See, let me explain something to y'all about fighting, right? Let me explain something about fighting just in case, to show you how NuBreed is a clown, right? I'm way more intelligent than this clown. Let me break down law for you, right? Let me see if I can do this real quick, because he's a dummy, right? But let me break this thing down for you, right? Let's go to some law. Let's see what we got, right? This is coming from, it's coming from a website. Let's look up some, research some things here. What to do, let me see, what to do if I'm charged with fighting or public affray in North Carolina. It says, if you are accused of fighting or engaging in a public affray in North Carolina, it is important to understand the potential consequences you may be facing. These charges can result in significant penalties, including jail time and fines. So now, when you have a clown that come on YouTube talking about how he want to fight, how Ringo is scared to catch the fade, all this type of little petty stuff when he know where I live, it's comical to me, because a man that is really, I'm talking about a man that really want to put hands on you, would just take a drive, come to your door, start banging and kicking down your door. That's what he would do if he's really about that type of life. But he's not about that life, because that life will cause him problems. He knows that. But on social media, see, the thing about social media is like reality TV. So people are excited about these things. They get amusement out of this type of stuff, hearing this type of stuff, not realizing that somebody going in a box. And it's not a game. TV and acting is fake. Real life, when a man crosses lines messing with family men, that right there can end bad. This is why I keep telling you folks that watch these videos, when you see this man talking grimy and crazy, it's fake. It's content for y'all to be entertained. If a man know where I live, all he got to do is come to that door, and play those type of games in North Carolina, you going in a box. Just like that. And you ain't going to see your family no more because there ain't going to be no fighting. Do you understand what I'm saying? But now let's get back to the laws. You're going to experience certain penalties, including jail time and fines. That's if you are having like a public fight. So when you see him talking about, yeah, I want to put hands, I want to catch the fade, I want to do this. Well, if I did that, I would have a record. I would be charged with these particular misdemeanors. Now, people like NuBreed, he have a long list of charges. He's been arrested and, he's a felon. He can't even vote. You know what I mean? Like real talk. He's been arrested multiple times. And he don't really have much of a life when it comes to being a free man. So it's only right that he want me to be arrested too. You see what I'm saying? But being that I'm smarter than him, I know how to play the game. It says, in this blog, we will provide an overview of criminal charges associated with fighting and public affray in North Carolina, as well as some tips on what to do if you are charged. What is public affray? In North Carolina, public affray is defined as a fight between two or more people in a public place that causes alarm or terror to others. And that's exactly what NuBreed wanted. He wanted me to get arrested. He's already a felon. His record is not clean. So he wanted me to have that dirt on my name. Number two, watch this. Where we at? Okay. Yeah. All right. Simple affray can be related to assault and battery charges in North Carolina, and maybe charges if a fight breaks out. That means you can be arrested or issued a criminal summons. You see that? The state carries the burden of proof and must prove the prima facie elements of the offense, including, let me see, you engage in a fight with another person or persons. The fight took place in a public setting or public place. Members of the general public experience terror because of the fight. So all of these different elements are in play when you talk all of this stuff on social media about catching fades, right? Is public affray a misdemeanor or a felony? Public affray is a misdemeanor offense and is designated as a class 2 misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to 60 days in jail. So that's exactly what he wanted. He wanted me to be in jail for 60 days. He wanted it to be YouTube content. He wanted it to be something that damages my public image, which is not something that I'm going to entertain. I'm more or less the type of person that play chess, not checkers. If a man has a problem, and I keep saying this over and over and over, if a man have a problem, right, and he's really about some sort of life, then if you bring bodily harm to me or my family, you are going in a box. There's not going to be a fight. There's not going to be some sort of fade to entertain social media. If you go into any of these homeowners' homes at night or in the day, and you end up in a box, your family cannot cry and say, you were a good man, my son was a good boy, he's a college. No, he's an idiot. Because he's running up in other people's houses and they put him in a box. Because they're protecting their home, they're protecting their families. That's the lifestyle I believe in. I believe in protecting my family. And this is why I say there's not going to be a fight. You're going in a box. Because if I'm home and my family is nervous, they're afraid, and you're coming to harm me, I'm putting you in a box. It's not going to be a debate. It's not going to be trying to explain. It's not going to be a talk. We're not going to have a conversation. As soon as I see you, it's on site. You're going out. I'm taking you out, man. I'm just telling you straight. That's just the rules of life. So on social media, I try to make y'all all understand that this is not a game, right? Don't act and be a tough guy online. In the real world, you don't come back from this type of game. A young man lost his life last night in Brooklyn. He's dead right now. He's in a box. You know why? Because he probably thought he can live a certain way, say certain things, and do certain things. Probably was a troublemaker. And he found out the hard way. Somebody put him in a box. Somebody rocked his snot box. Shout out to Hassan. That's his talking point. You see what I'm saying? So we got to move strategically. So when you see people talking about, oh, I want to catch a fade, what they're trying to do is put you in jail. What they're trying to do is make you break the law so that you can end up in a prison cell and then everybody can laugh and talk about you. If I have an issue with a neighbor out here, right, and I run up to him and I start fighting, right, I'm getting locked up. I'm going to jail. Now, a lot of problems with our people, especially with black men, y'all too emotional, fam. Y'all be quick to run outside, ready to fight, throw hands, and then you in jail. You a stupid idiot, bro. I'm just being honest with you, fam. As much as you think you justified in doing all of that buffoonery, you going to jail, bro. Now you losing pay. Now you can't go to work. Now your employer found out. Some of y'all work at certain companies and agencies that if you had a fight, you got to report that to your job. I know at the last agency that I worked for, even though I'm off the clock, I mean, I don't work at that agency no more, but my point is I used to work at a particular agency, and if I got into an altercation and I had a fight in the public and I got arrested, the next morning when I come to work, I got to report that to supervisors. I got to make phone calls and I got to let them know what happened. That's just how the job title work. I don't know how that work at your 9 to 5, but if you got arrested or have anything, you got to let your company know. And if you don't report that, you will lose your job. You got to report what's going on because they don't want workers that are violent in the workplace. So they need to have this on record that you got arrested so they can know that this drama ain't going to spill over into the workplace. You get what I mean? Because a lot of times you have people that's beefing and people pull up at the job to do dirt. I've seen this happen. I've seen supervisors get shot at the job. You know what I mean? I've seen coworkers pull guns on supervisors and shot them right on the job in Brooklyn, bro. So they don't want all that violence in the workplace. So now, moving on, getting back to the law, it says, as you might imagine, there can be related criminal charges that result from a fight, especially if it involves physically injuring another person or the use of a weapon. Now, when you think about catching a fade, right? If I'm fighting you, it ain't gonna be a fade. I'm trying to take you out. I'm just being honest with you. If I'm fighting a man, I'm not trying to fight you to just have like this fair boxing match. I'm trying to put you in a box. I don't want you around. Do you understand me? So if I'm fighting you and I kick you in the face or you down and I'm pounding your head in and all of a sudden now you check out, all that adrenaline of me fighting, I'm thinking I'm just here to catch the fade. I'm entertaining viewers on YouTube. I'm entertaining all these idiots all over social media. But now you in a box. I didn't mean for that to happen. But for some reason, I overpowered you and my anger took the best of me and I end up putting you in a box by mistake. I didn't mean to put you in the box, but because of that fade, I went a little bit above and beyond and I hurt you really bad. So now it says, especially if it involves physically injuring another person or the use of a weapon. So now if I physically hurt you to the point where it's like you have a concussion or you're brain dead or you're paralyzed because I lift you up, because I can definitely lift this dude up and throw him somewhere. So if I lift him up and he landed the wrong way and he break his neck, guess what? I'm going to prison, fam. Because not only am I going to get arrested for fighting, but because of the physical injuries, because he's paralyzed, I'm going to prison, man. All because I'm trying to entertain people on YouTube being stupid. You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't play these little games, these internet games, because remember, he's the one that was pushing, talking about he want to fight me, he want to fight Brainwaves, he want to fight Rollo, because we making videos about him. Any dude that want to fight another man because he's being exposed and people making videos, he's a coward. Because what he's basically saying is, I can't respond. I can't really defend myself. So to feel like a man, I'm going to act tough. All that tough talk, that's going to put you in a box, fam. People going in boxes every single day, bro. Like all day out here, people going in boxes, man. All day long. All day long, people going in boxes. That's like somebody run up on me in the car right now. You going in a box, bro. You going in a box, bro. Straight like that. What? You going straight in a box. Just like that. That's how quick you gonna end in a box. Listen, boxes are being manufactured every day for stupid people. Because it's like people like to provoke people, and then when things happen, everybody want to cry. Then all of a sudden now everybody want to have these little songs and talk about how my family member, and I don't know why, this ain't right. I don't play none of those games, man. I'm a family man. I just stay to myself, do my own thing, stay out of the way. I don't like when dudes talk all that tough guy talk like they from the streets and they out here catching bodies and they doing all of that type of stuff. Y'all need to stop with all that nonsense, fam. So let's get back to the law. It says, they do not require medical attention or a doctor's attention or treatment or serious bodily injury. Are all fights subject to simple affray charges? A simple affray is a voluntary fight that terrorizes members of the community. So you can volunteer. So let's say, for example, you volunteer to fight another man. You want to catch a fade. Once you set up that voluntary fight, both of y'all going to be arrested automatically. There's no such thing as, oh, I want to go catch the fade. So that's called ninja talk. This is what I mean about with black people. It's like we just don't think. That's why we always in the penitentiary, because we stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like we do things that makes no sense. Like you'll have two grown men talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna go catch the fade. You both dumb and stupid. You gotta be stupid, fam. You probably don't have no sense, because it makes no sense, and it just goes to show that we don't really know the laws. Let's see what we got. Okay. A common example of a simple affray in North Carolina is a bar fight. Criminal charges may be brought if parties voluntarily engage in the tussle. Danny Glover Jr., whatever. Okay, it goes on and it says, on the other hand, boxing matches, mixed martial arts, and other sporting events that involve where we at? That involve a degree of violence and or fighting ordinary would not result in criminal charges in North Carolina. In other words, we're talking about an isolated boxing match that is a sporting event. That's not an actual catching a fade. That's a sporting event, which means we're two fighters coming together to have a boxing match. This is a sportsman fight, no different than a Floyd Mayweather fight or whatever the case is, a situation like that. But when you got men that are angry, men that are beefing, men that don't like each other, and they talk about, well, we're going to link up to go catch a fade, fam, anything can happen at that moment. You can end up in a box after you go to that event. Matter of fact, you can go to that event to catch a fade, and dude might have another soldier around the corner waiting for you to put you in a box. So not only after you finish boxing and he beat your ass, but then you end up going in a box after that. So you really can't trust nobody in these streets. And because it's illegal, because it's not legal, Not only are you going to be arrested, but you're going to have charges on your name. That's not how you do things. The way you deal with things is you deal with them legally. This is why I say if a man really want to catch a fade, if a man really want to be, if a man want to go in a box, the legal way to put him in a box, right, would be if I'm on my property right now, if I'm in my car and I'm doing content and you decide to pull up on me with violence, I'm putting you in a box. My camera's sitting right there on my garage doors. So not only is that camera watching me, but it's watching you pull up. I got cameras all around my house watching at all times. So it's seeing all your details. So it's going to see the fact that you were not invited. Legally in North Carolina, I could put you in a box and it's legal. So under those circumstances, I'm within rights. That's the way I like to do things. But to do something illegal, like have a fade or any sort of thing to like entertain people on YouTube, that's not sufficient for me as a man, because I don't want to go to prison. I'm not trying to go to jail for an idiot who's a known felon and got multiple arrests. He's an idiot. And when you entertain idiots, you're going to be just like them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you are a native resident in North Carolina, you already know the rules. You should know these things. But unfortunately, you have some people that don't. See, once I got here, I already studied the law. I already studied the rules. I studied what I can and can't do. And based on what I know over here, you could put somebody in a box if they get out of pocket and come on your property with any sort of nonsense, violence. So the choice is yours. But now I'm not going to do something that can get me in trouble with the law, put me in prison, and take me away from my family. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. To do what? Entertain people? I'm not doing that nonsense. Somebody said, well, you're scared. See, that again, that's called ninja talk. Anytime you hear ninjas say stuff like, you're scared to catch a fade, that's dumb ninja talk of people that want to see you in prison and they want to see you do something stupid to throw your life away. You don't ever entertain that stuff. That's stupid. You don't do stuff like that, guys. So let's get back to the law. Find out what we got here. It says, is it possible for related criminal charges associated with assault and battery in some instances, particularly if the contact goes well beyond what is originally part of the sport, right? Consequences of public affray and fighting charges. As we mentioned above, both public affray fighting is a misdemeanor offense in North Carolina. However, the penalties for these types of criminal charges can be sufficient. Public affray assault, assault on a female, communicating threats, any injury to personal property are all criminal offenses in North Carolina. A conviction can go on your criminal record, possibly causing problems for you in the future. This is why I'm not stupid like NuBreed, because I'm actually smart. See, intelligent men look at the law. They don't go running their mouth and running around acting like gangsters on YouTube. Because based on all the stuff that I'm hearing and reading, all this does, it puts me in a world of hurting. It says a criminal record can have sufficient negative consequences, including making it difficult to find employment or housing. Let me explain something to you, fam. In the community where I'm at right now, do you know that if you were arrested, I think they look back, way back. I think it goes back about 5 years. If you were arrested in the past 5 years, you can't be here. You can't be here. You can't be here. Your arrest record can haunt you. And this is a problem. They literally will check a background check on you to find out, because they want to know if you're violent. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though you might have idiots that live in these communities, people that do stupid-ish, that's not a criminal offense. You know what I'm saying? Being stupid is not a criminal offense. We're talking about criminals, people that did crimes, they're violent. They don't want them around family-orientated environments, especially where you got kids. So being arrested and having all these problems can affect housing, employment. You won't be able to get a job. Why? Because of the history that you have. Let's see. The consequences of conviction can be devastating. Unfortunately, some people don't think about that type of thing before showing up to court or entering a plea to the charges without a lawyer. See, this is what I mean. This is why so many ninjas are in prison right now, because they're stupid. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. It says what to do if you are charged with public affray or fighting. If you have been charged with public affray or fighting, it is important to seek legal assistance as soon as possible. An experienced criminal defense attorney will be able to review the facts of your case and advise you of your legal options. Now, why would I waste my time going through any of this nonsense to prove something to a ninja on YouTube that is slow, that knows where I live? I'm not into fighting. I'm into family. I'm into, mowing the lawn, because, I'm the lawnmower man. But now if you threaten my family, if you travel to hurt or engage in criminal activity by my house, you going in a box. I'm going to put you in a box purposely if my family feels threatened. And legally, I can do that in North Carolina. This is why you're not supposed to do that. Matter of fact, early this morning, right, a neighbor, I had to go return a package to a neighbor. Amazon must have delivered their package to my door. And you know how it is when you get Amazon packages, you just quickly open them. You don't really care about looking at whose address or whatever, because it's delivered to your door. So it was delivered to my door, and I opened the package up real quick, and I looked, and I'm like, I didn't order this. It was a Halloween costume, looked like a police hat. So I just closed it up, and I looked at the thing, and it was a neighbor that's in the community. So I pretty much waited for the morning, and I went to their door. But the thing about these type of communities is people don't walk to people's doors. You know what I mean? People don't do that. It's not an everyday thing. You see somebody at your door. So I'm pretty sure the homeowner probably was a little on edge seeing somebody by the door. And to make it a little more, I guess, comfortable for them to come to the door, I went with my daughter and my wife, and I proceeded to let him know, because they have the Ring camera there, so I know he can see me. And the car is still in the lot, so somebody's home. I wanted them to answer through the voice thing on the Ring camera. And it took them a while to answer. It's almost as if though they were watching, kind of nervous, because some people be on edge, and you have to really be careful in North Carolina. I promise you, got to be careful. You know what I mean? When you knock in people's doors, be very careful. Don't look weird. Don't be doing no funny stuff. Don't have your hands in your pocket and whatnot and doing some stupid stuff. But he answered on the voice thing, and I was like, hey. First thing I did is I said where I live. That's the first thing you do when you knock somebody's door. You let them know where you live. That way, they're aware that you from the community. So I let them know. I said, oh, I'm right there on such and such and such. And I said, I got a package here that's for you. They must have delivered it to me by mistake. One thing, I opened the package, but I'm going to leave it right here by your door, and I'm going to head on out. He was like, I appreciate you. Thanks for sending us back the package. And, that's a good look for the community on my part of actually giving him back his package. Because a lot of times people steal packages. You know what I'm saying? They steal them. And the last thing I would want is neighbors knowing that I got their package somehow and I didn't give it back to them. You know what I mean? I don't celebrate Halloween, so I don't need the costume. But nonetheless, I guarantee you that resident is going to remember the fact that I returned their package back. And sometimes it could be a neighbor who may have had or heard a bad report about you. And when they hear that you brought something to them, they're like, wait a minute, y'all must have got that person wrong because they did this and that. And they brought back my son's Halloween costume. You know what I mean? So let me see what Lively Cut says. My package came to my neighbor house and they gave it to me a week later. Great thing I received a refund because they sent it to the wrong address. So I got a free item. Well, it's cool that they return your stuff. I mean, I'm surprised they took a week to give it back to you. But what I was going to say, they didn't send it by a mistake. These Amazon workers don't sometimes read, because the person who sent the package to me, they handed all the packages directly to me. They didn't look at the package to get the name. You know what I mean? Some Amazon workers get it right. Some just like they're not paying attention, you know? Or it could be a situation where they had their package in their hand and forgot and kind of hand me everything and falsified the information that it was delivered, or just totally didn't know. I had many packages that went to other people's places, not over here, but when I was in New York. And it's brutal in New York, man. They steal your packages from in front of your door. People just never, they're not courteous, kind. They don't bring back no packages. They don't do anything, man. It's horrible, man. It is absolutely horrible ordering from Amazon in New York. They will steal your packages and not give you back your stuff, man. You know? So let's get back to the law. And I hope that you guys are learning. This is not about being a tough guy. This is about common sense. As I'm doing this work, I see people in their house. They got their kids playing in the backyard. You can't go to those people's houses, fam, with any sort of violence and noise. You're going to go in a box. Not only are you going to go in a box, but sometimes the neighbors will put you in a box. Like literally, sometimes you might be cool with a particular neighbor that lived next door, and there's some sort of scuffle at your door, and the neighbor might put you in a box. You do know that, right? Do you know that if a person is in a city that have good gun laws, right? And you're in a restaurant and, you know, you have your weapon on you and a perp comes in and he's trying to rob a family that is eating, do you know, according to the law, you can intervene in that? Yeah. This is the beauty about being in a Second Amendment state. It gives you certain freedoms that, because I never experienced that type of stuff. Like, I never experienced that level in New York. In New York, it's like you can't even be a man. You can't even defend yourself. And it's something I've always been concerned with in New York, because I know if I do something to somebody, I'm going to prison. That's why I try my best to avoid a lot of drama, because in New York, you'll go to prison for defending yourself. It's stupid, man. Like, I can't even defend myself. So if a man try to attack me and I hurt him bad and I kill him, I'm going to prison? Like, how? That's how the laws is over there, man. It's like, this dumb. It doesn't even make sense. So if I'm with my family, a guy try to stab me, I take the knife and stab him, I'm going to prison? I thought of that self-defense. It's crazy. Let's see what we got. It says, for example, if you are charged with assault with a deadly weapon, you may be facing felony charges. And see, this is what I'm saying. You could go catch the fade with somebody, right? And it might be a misdemeanor. But what if it becomes a deadly situation where instead of it being a fade, you decide to break their neck, or you kick them in their head when they down? Now they dead because of all those blows to the head. Now your foot with your boot becomes a deadly weapon. Now you got felony charges and murder. So people need to think about all these type of things, fam. So when you see people on social media instigating fights and putting batteries in this clown's back, it's like nobody tells this dude, bro, do you have a family for real? Because it seems like you want to throw your life away. Like you're stupid. You know what I mean? All this talk and stop all that nonsense, bro. Like real talk. You got to get to the money and focus on taking care of your family, not being out here being stupid. And that's why I'm not caught up in trying to prove myself in terms of who's a tough guy and, you know, who's more gangster. I'm not a gangster, fam. I'm a family man. You know, I never been no gangster. I'm about being a family man, which means I'm about my kids, I'm about my wife, and if you fuck with me, right, it's going to be a fucking problem. Do you understand that? It's like pretty simple. I don't bother nobody. But if you come and you keep poking the bear and you cross that line, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. I don't really want to, but I gotta do what I gotta do. If I feel like my little girls is unsafe and they scared, you going in a box, bro. And when the police come, they're gonna just clean up the mess and say, you know, it's unfortunate what happened to your family, but you have a good night, sir, and we'll be in touch. And that's it. I'll just close my door and it is what it is, man. I'll make a video about it too. You know, people might be mad and say, well, damn, bro, you put him in a box. I didn't want to put him in the box. He came to my door. I put him in a box. You know, you run up on me in the street, you going in a box. In North Carolina, you going in a box. Ain't gonna be no like discussions. This is why men have to understand that being a family man is it's a real job, a real occupation. Being a tough guys are in the penitentiary or in a box. That's where all the tough guys at. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a family man. That's it. Just don't fuck with me. It won't be no problem. I'm pretty cool, calm, collected. But I don't like men that portray themselves as bullies on social media, acting tough in front of audiences. I hate that type of stuff. Because the reason why I hate it is because I know the persons that's doing it, I know that person is not really about that life they're talking about. But the real part that I don't like is the fact that the viewers encourage it. The viewers they instigate and they keep revving it on. And I keep telling y'all, fam, you folks that are viewers, you got to listen to me. Somebody going to end up in a box. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Because this is what's going to happen. And then when it happened, then everybody going to be like, yo, I don't know. That's not right. Did you see what he do? All this sort of junk. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Makes no sense, man. But let's get back to the content. I hope that helps y'all out when it comes to law and order. I didn't finish it. I could continue going on and on and on with it. It's a lot of different law and terminologies. But let's get back to the video. I just hope that that gives you some understanding on the legalities of what you're getting involved in when dealing with people in the world, engaging in criminal activity, public fighting, and so on and so forth. If y'all really think that that is the way to handle yourselves, y'all just stupid and dumb and really ain't thinking about building. It's like you just like being in prison, you know? Let's see what we got. Let's get back to the video. Let's go.
Scavengers. And they attempt to strip you of your very essence. They're drawn to you. They're looking for a light. And instead of seeking the source, they'll try to strip you of your light. And a lot of these people slander, gossip, backbite, spread rumor.
That's what you do every day, fam. This is what I mean about the hypocrisy of this clown. He slanders, he's backbiting, he gossips. This is what he do. But he don't correct himself.
And I want y'all to consider something.
What you want the people to consider?
Anybody who has to resort to lying, just lying.
You said he's now saying anybody that got to resort to lying, what?
It's pathetic.
It's pathetic. So he just said that he's pathetic because he lied on me. He lied on Brainwaves. He lied on Rollo.
Low-based. And I know it's only human nature for you brothers and sisters to want to respond to lies and defend your honor and your character. But I'm going to put y'all on to some game.
What game you going to put them on to? Is it going to be my game that I always put people on to? Which one is going to be? Let's hear.
It's only natural that you want to defend yourself because nobody likes to be lied on. But I want y'all to keep in mind of something.
What they need to keep in mind on?
The Most High hates a person who bears false witness.
But that's what you do. You're saying what the Most High hate, but that's what you do. You're being a total hypocrite. That's what you do.
Hates it. He hates lying lips. He hates when a person lies on
you. You told people on social media that I'm a pedophile. That's what you told people. That's a lie. I never been arrested a day in my life. I never had handcuffs on me, but you did. See the difference? But you told people many lies about me. How come you don't judge yourself for lying? It's a very nasty thing to tell a public audience that a man is a pedophile and he have 4 daughters. What are you trying to do? That's slander. That's lying. That's what you did.
You think that it bothers you, brothers and sisters, when you're lied on out here. Oh, the Most High, he's irate when that takes place.
This man loves talking about what the Most High is doing. This man don't know the Most High. Be careful with people that always tell you that God is doing this and God don't like that and God is doing that. These people are idiots, man. I'm just being honest with you. Most High not even dealing with them. They always got a quick word to tell you that the Most High is going to judge this and the Most High is going to... Listen, our people been in slavery for 400 plus years. And the enemies of our people are still walking the earth and living happily ever after. Most High ain't do a damn thing yet. Do you understand me? So when you hear people talking about stuff like, oh, well, somebody slandered my name and the Most High going to get them. So hold up. The Most High going to get a person who slandered your name, but he didn't get the people that put the chosen people in slavery for 400 years? Make that make sense, y'all. People playing games with y'all emotions.
So you got to understand that in this life, people got to answer for whatever they do.
So how come the white man didn't answer? How come the Dutch didn't answer? How come the French didn't answer? How come all the people who put our people in slavery haven't answered yet? But you're telling your viewers that if anybody slander you or them or gossip, the Most High going to deal with them, trying to put fear in people. Nobody ain't listening to this garbage.
And there's consequences for lying on people. There's consequences for slander.
So why you ain't get your consequences yet? You slandered many people. This is crazy, man.
There's consequences for these type of actions. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, that a lot of times these people are miserable. Some of y'all watching right now, for whatever reason, y'all have become the centerpiece of people's lives.
That's what he's gaslighting, and he's projecting. He's talking about himself. He's saying you, the viewer, have become the centerpiece in certain people's lives, but really what he's talking about is himself. This is where sneak dissing come in. A lot of times when y'all hear me make content, I talk about sneak dissing. Y'all be thinking this is a game. Y'all be thinking that, you know, you just making stuff up. It didn't really happen. He didn't say your name. Do you understand what sneak dissing is? Sneak dissing is when you're talking about somebody without talking about their name. You ain't say their name, but you speaking about them in a very subtle manner. That's sneak dissing. And that's what he's doing right here.
They don't got nothing better to do but to talk about you.
Think about what he's doing. He's making his audience believe that people are talking about them. But really, the real issue is He's upset with the fact that people like myself, Brainwaves, Rollo, make videos about him. He don't like that.
And that's happening more and more and more these days.
Well, how could he know what's happening in your life? He's not God. He's not living with you. So how did he know what's happening in your life? Come on now.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're living in a world full of scavengers, low-base people who have reached an all-time low.
So he's saying that we're scavengers because if we talk about him, you're miserable, you're low base, you're a scavenger. No. That's designed to manipulate viewers into thinking that if anybody's talking about him, right, they must be a scavenger. They must be miserable. Think about what's going on. You see like how I'm making this video right now? Anybody that watched his video and they see me talking about him, he programmed their mind through witchcraft to believe that Ringo must be a miserable person, a scavenger, because he's talking about me. But when he's ready, he can talk about P. Diddy. He could talk about Kamala Harrison. He could talk about this person. He could talk about everybody, and it's not a problem. But if anybody talks about him, oh, they're a miserable person.
Desperate people. People who are not really seeking the Most High.
This man don't seek the Most High. This man don't know the Most High. Listen, it's to the point today, fam, saying you in the truth is like a gimmick now, bro. It don't even have no value, man. Because everybody's saying they're in the truth and they're not even in no truth. They don't even know the Most High. They don't even practice the book. They're a bunch of damn hypocrites, bro. It's like being an Israelite now is like being a Christian. Everybody's hypocrites, bro. People just hypocriting all day. People just fake now, man.
And I gotta be the one who really motivates you, brothers and sisters, to keep it moving.
Now watch what he do here, y'all. Now y'all know my original talking point is roll solo. Keeping it moving. You see him using it? Watch.
Don't take these individuals serious at all. When you look at...
He just said don't take these individuals serious at all. But he makes videos about me on his entertainment channel. He obviously takes me serious. He obviously values the things that I say. So much so, he responds with nothing but BS. Think about that. He tells his audience one thing, but he does something totally different.
A lot of them are just pathetic, miserable, selfish energies, just, ugh. Let's see here. Y'all got to understand the Most High don't like ugly.
He's telling you the Most High don't like ugly, and everything this man done is ugly. Imagine this, gang. Imagine this. This man, let me see. Hold on a second, fam. Let me do some research. Let me do some quick research. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do some quick research. Find out if this is happening. Let me go here. I want to see what's going on. Because he talks a good one. He talks a real good one. But his actions speak otherwise. I'm going to break down a couple of things. Let's see what we got. Yeah, still up. 5 months ago. Hold on a second. I don't know if everything was being recorded because my phone had stopped. I thought it was charging. It's not. Hold on. Let me turn on the car. Hold on a second. I thought it was recording the whole time. Put a 1 in the chat if it was recording, like if you were hearing me, or the screen just froze up. Or it was recording the whole time. Let me know if it was recording the whole time, because it was recording the whole time. Okay. I forgot to turn the car on so it could charge my phone. My phone was on E, and I just got the notification saying that the phone is about to die. So it's charging now. It's charging now. Yeah. Okay. Let me get this thing real quick. So let me explain what I'm trying to do. Hold on. Let me turn this fan down. Okay. 5 months ago, right? 5 months ago, 5 months ago, I made a video when I was visiting that UP Farms place, right? NuBreed took that same video, re-uploaded on his channel. The video is still on his page. I don't fuck with this dude, bro. I don't rock with this dude. I'm not down with no UP Farms. So why this clown still got this video up? Why he still got my video up on his page? That's my video. He downloaded my video and uploaded, using it to continually promote this UP garbage. And I don't even rock with that nonsense. That just goes to show the kind of mentality this person is. He's a user, fam. He uses people. Just like he used Brainwaves for his services at UP Farms. Brainwaves was the main guy at UP Farms event when they had that jamboree, and he worked and worked and worked, did everything. And then later on, once everything was done, he had a falling out with Brainwaves and dissed the brother on social media. Said that he really never wanted him to be at the event after the man worked and toiled and did all sorts of stuff for the community, and have the nerve to disrespect that man. He's a user, guys. The video is right on his page. 5 months ago. It's titled at Ringo TV Reactions and NuBreed Global Truth 77 at Unlimited Potential Farms. Why he still got that video up? I don't rock with UP Farms. I ain't cool with this ninja. So why he's still using my image, my likeness to promote something that I'm not with? Because what he's banking on is that you new potential viewers that don't know what's going on, that you'll hear my words bigging up UP Farms to help you join in. That's a scam. Because if I know a dude and myself is not really cool, fam, all that material coming down. I'm not going to use his face to promote any sort of product that I got, because at that point, I'm scamming people. I'm scamming people at that point. And that's what he's doing right now. That's why I make these videos, because I'm trying to make the general public understand how serious this is. This man is a not only a scammer, but he's a user. He'll use your image, fam. He'll use your image. That's what he'll do. He'll use your image and your likeness to gain what he need, man. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let me get back to the video, man. Let me get back to the video. Hopefully you can still hear the volume. All right. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Put a 1 if you can hear his audio. Hold on. Hold on.
Elected. Touch not my elected.
Hold on. There we go.
You gotta understand, the Most High don't like ugly. He don't like when people are going against his chosen people, his elected.
He's lying. He just said God don't like when people go against his chosen people, his elected. He is lying. You want to know why? Because the very elect, he's assuming he's a part of that. He already misleaded you. He already misleaded you. He made himself the elect of the Most High. That's crazy. That's like saying I'm a part of the 144,000. You can't say that. But this is what people do to deceive others. He wants people to believe that he's a part of some sort of special group. This is crazy, man. Really, really crazy, man. Let's go.
Touch not my elected, do my prophets no harm.
Do my prophets no harm. NuBreed is saying that he's a prophet. That's what he's saying right now. He's saying that he's a prophet from God.
See, brothers and sisters, when you're doing the right thing.
This is the same man who said, me having 4 daughters is a curse from God. This is what the man said, that having young black girls is a curse from God. Then he said, I will never have sons, and how my bloodline ends with me. But then he's telling you that the Most High don't like when you touch his anointed ones. Make that make sense. Basically, the man wished death on me. But then he's telling you the Most High don't like when you touch his anointed. Pure hypocrisy, fam.
Sense of security knowing that these people are not going to get away with anything.
So he's telling you viewers that people are not going to get away with talking about him or talking about you. But yet the white man has clearly gotten away with the transatlantic slave trade. He's still getting away by creating laws that oppress our people. He's still getting away by keeping you on the bottom. So the Most High is not dealing with him, but he's going to deal with you if you talk about NuBreed. Make that make sense, y'all. This is crazy.
And you know, I know you all have experienced this because I've experienced it over the years.
See? He said, I know you guys have experienced this because I've experienced this over the years. Remember what I told you? When NuBreed make content, he's making content about the things he's going through. And what he does is he gaslights and he manipulates his audience into believing that you're all going through the same thing so that y'all can all relate to it. He'll convince you that you're being gang stalked, that there are meat suits and NPCs following you, that there are monitoring spirits watching you. He will convince you that you're going through the same thing.
Just slanders, rumors, lies. These are pathetic people with nothing better to do. Miserable people.
And you have to think about who he's talking to. Because he said they're miserable people. So obviously he's talking about somebody because he don't know who you deal with. So he can't say that the people that deal with you are miserable people because he don't know who they are. He's talking about himself and the individuals that he don't like. And if you understand, in his world, he's not talking about his neighbors because he just moved. So he's not talking about nobody in his community. He's talking about social media. He's talking about me. He's talking about brainwaves. He's talking about Rollo. He don't like the fact that we expose the truth. He don't like the fact that viewers are not supporting him the way they used to. He don't like it. He really don't like it. Let's go.
Let's see. Somebody says, we said that at the same time for real. Touch not my anointed. That's real talk. And do me a favor, brothers and sisters, and pound that like button. Yeah, I mean, y'all got to understand. Y'all were chosen for a purpose in life. And it's not to be getting in the mud with pigs. It's not to be
getting in the mud with pigs. So he basically calling us swine.
Caught up in nonsense.
He's saying don't get caught up in nonsense, but this clown make videos about me. His right-hand man keep making videos about me, but he said don't get caught up in nonsense with clowns. But he's the clown because in his circus, all he do is talk about me. Let's go.
Make no mistake about it. There's going to be people out here who have an issue with you regardless of what you do.
He's talking about himself, but he's going to gaslight you into believing that it's happening to you too.
Now, y'all got to understand, these people who plotted.
Nobody plotting on nobody. He's the one who's plotting.
Sat back and watched. Set plays and set traps.
He's the one who set plays and set traps. This man is a hypocrite.
They were miserable from the gate.
If they were miserable from the gate, why you were rolling with all of them? How is it that you would say that they are miserable from the gate, but you were driving people around in North Carolina? How you going to say that they're miserable from the gate when you had Brother Brainwaves working with you? You ain't tell him to his face that he was miserable from the gate. You used everybody. Everybody, this dude fell out with everybody, y'all. Everybody. He don't have a good reputation no more. It been tainted and compromised by Satan. It's really, really bad. You know? Let's get back to the tape.
And they were always your enemies.
Now he's saying they were always your enemies. This is the same man that got on YouTube and said he want to have a war. It's the same man who said that. Nobody proclaimed him as an enemy. Brothers came at him with, you need to repent. You need to repent and come clean of your wrongdoing. This man claimed he made videos apologizing to me. Then he retracted his apology, crashed out, and then did more evil. You understand? This man disrespected Elder Karatazar, then made an apology video. Well, he didn't even make an apology video. Towards the ending of one of his videos, he made a lame apology. I said it was fake. Then he retracted his apology and cursed the man out again. The man can't be trusted.
And you got to understand that, brothers and sisters, these people are very low on the totem pole.
No, it's you that's low on the totem pole, not the people.
There's people who didn't want to see you all prosper, didn't want to see you all make it out of the neighborhood that you made it out of.
That's you. You didn't want to see me make it out of the projects. You didn't want to see that. You were jealous the whole time. The whole time you were jealous. You were jealous the whole time I was in North Carolina. Seeing me shopping for cars, house, this, that, all these different things. That stuff must have bothered you, man. You probably was like, what the hell this dude doing to do all of this in the same day? Like, how in the world he doing all this?
Or made it, make it from one state to the next, or whatever the case is, whatever you got going on. There's people who just wanted you to be stagnant.
Yeah, you. You're the type of ninja that when another man is prospering or excelling, you get mad about that. You're not happy for it. You're not genuinely happy for it, brother.
There's people in your old communities that's still talking about you. Years can go by. Years on top of years can go by. And these people still sitting around the same liquor store, sitting around the same block.
Yeah, like your man mindsets. That man, he don't have a place to stay. You should get that man a place to stay, fam. You got him on payroll. Give him a room at the house, fam. Fly that brother down, fam. Give him a room. I bet you won't do that. Because we know that man don't got nowhere to lay his head. That man in the street all day. You never seen that man in the comfort of his own home doing videos. You never seen it.
Talking about you. That's because there's a light that shines. That's right. That's right. That's because you brothers and sisters are rising from obscurity, rather, and you're breaking generational curses. You're doing what it is you need to do, and people are envious because they can't do what you do.
He's saying people are envious because they can't do what you do. Yet this man went and copied everything that I do. I left Brooklyn, New York, moved my family into a better situation, got the house, got the car. This man saw that, became red eye, Jealousy start kicking in. Once I got the house, fam, it's like all sorts of jealousy start coming in from people, bro. It's really a strange phenomenon to see that people get jealous because of you excelling in life. So much so, the dude felt he needed to go get a house to try to prove something to his viewers. Like, I could have this too, you know. I could be like Ringo, you know, he's my big bro. I want to be like him. Then the dude went and got the same furniture like me, fam. Real sick stuff, man. I would be embarrassed. I would be really, really ashamed if I knew that I had to beg my audience to furnish my house. I would be embarrassed, because that means my audience can always throw it in my face and be like, let's say if I got on bad terms with my viewers, they could always throw it in my face and say, fam, we the ones that furnish your house, bro. You ought to have a little more respect, bro. The couch you sit on, we bought that. Matter of fact, Jamie bought the couch. Larry bought your kids' beds. I mean, it would be so embarrassing, man, to just know that I had to beg everybody to basically furnish my house for me, which means I'm not man enough to provide for my family. I'm waiting for you to do it. That's exactly what he's doing right now. You know, he's literally begging. He got an Amazon registry up right now, an Amazon registry. The registry been up for damn near 2-3 weeks, fam. Like literally 2-3 weeks, the Amazon registry been up where this dude is begging people, bro. The man have everything for his house, all sorts of furniture and stuff, and people buying it like dummies. People are literally buying it, fam. It's sick, man. But let's get back to the tape.
And I need y'all to understand how important y'all are in this time. Like, look, the more we elevate as God's people, the more Satan is going to send his minions, the more he's going to send his distractions.
That's what you are. You're his minion, fam. You talking about Satan is sending distractions and Satan is doing this. No. You're the one being moved by Satan, fam. You're the one the devil is using. You're the one the devil is after, fam. You know? Because you're doing dirt. And then you want to talk about Satan is going to send his minions when that's what you do. You send your minions to make videos about me.
All these people are a distraction. And it's because a lot of times they're not happy with their lives. They're not happy with themselves.
Fam, we could look at you and tell you're not happy. You don't look happy one bit. You could tell when a man don't really got nothing going on and he's just existing, hoping for another day. And it's like, every time you look at him when he does videos, fam, you can see the stress on him. You can tell that he's not really motivated, don't really got anything to do. And it's like, he's just making videos just to kind of throw something in the algorithm. But really, he don't got nothing that he actually does. You know what I mean? It's just really sad.
You know how many people out here I see walking around with happy faces, with sad eyes?
Yeah, that's you. You're literally talking about yourself, fam. Like, real talk, you talking about you, yourself.
And a lot of people lack the authenticity to just be who they are and be, be themselves.
That's something you lack.
Everybody's putting on a facade. Everybody's putting on a character.
That's exactly what he does, fam. He puts on a character. He puts on a facade, have you thinking one way, and he's doing something totally different. It's crazy.
See, brothers and sisters, when you have the authenticity, when you know who you are through and through, it's going to cause a lot of hate. It's going to cause a whole lot of hate in your lives. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of people are wearing a mask.
You have the nerve to say a lot of people are wearing a mask when that's what he's wearing. He's wearing a mask right now.
Facts. Let me see. Somebody said some tether cussed me out yesterday. I'm telling you, man, A lot of us are experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare.
I can't stand when he keeps saying everybody's experiencing spiritual warfare. A lot of you folks don't even understand what spiritual warfare mean, bro. Y'all have no clue what that mean. Y'all not experiencing no spiritual warfare. He's lying to you.
It's because there's a breakthrough coming. A lot of times when you getting hit with all these distractions, when you getting hit with all these gossipers, slanderers, backbiters.
How would you know if you're not listening? You're listening to all these people.
All of these kind of things is because you got something that's on the way. Look, Satan can't stop you, brothers and sisters. He can only slow you down. Have you focusing on this and focusing on that and focusing on this when really you should be focusing on elevating and doing what it is you do. Don't get caught up with these miserable ass people, y'all.
Now he's calling them miserable ASS people.
Do it. A lot of you brothers and sisters will be surprised what people think of you. Oh, y'all be surprised. The ill, demonic thoughts that they have towards you until the devil finally shows the horns.
It's the same guy who was on an exclusive video on Brainwave's channel. NuBreed said that he was possessed by demons. He literally said this, you know, like with his own words. He said that he was possessed by demons. I'm like, damn.
There's a lot of miserable people out here with some ill thoughts towards you, brothers and sisters, just because you mind your business. Some of you ladies out there, you do your thing. You're not out here dressed all crazy and whatnot, but you...
This is sad, man. Now he's talking about women are not out here dressing all crazy. But just the other day, he was dissing black women.
Still getting attention. Some of you brothers out here, you do your thing. You low key. You handle your business. But for some reason, people just gravitate towards you. There's always a miserable bastard in the cut watching. There's always a miserable bastard in the cut watching. Wanting to know why you don't have to go over the top. Wondering why you could just be your authentic self and you could just move like a real person. Not one of these inorganic NPCs that's out here, but you can move like a whole human being, 100% human, and you moving out here because you know who you are. People don't like that. There's always somebody in the cut like, yo, who this person think they are? I'm telling y'all. Y'all gotta understand that miserable, pathetic people, they're pathetic. Some of you all out there, I don't know if you ever been in this situation, right? How many of y'all have been through it with someone, right? Let's say it's a significant other or whatever the case is, some type of relationship. And then you realize, you look, after all has been said and done, you really look and you be like, yo, this person is pathetic. Pathetic. Disgusting.
He's literally talking about people he once was cool with. That's what he's really doing there.
Like, just pathetic. Bottom of the barrel. I had plenty of relationships back in the day. These women try to line a brother up,
He's talking about black women.
Kind of stuff. And I had to be like, yo, shorty was pathetic the whole time. Like,
wow.
Why would she even go through those lengths?
So he's now dissing the black woman. Shorty was pathetic. This and that and that. No, you were pathetic. You were doing some dirt. She probably left you. And now you're trying to make her look bad. That's crazy.
Misery loves company. Misery loves company. I can tell y'all right now, when the Most High start really lifting the veil and giving you insight, don't take that for granted. You got to keep moving accordingly. There's going to be people who start off in your life and he's going to remove those people.
It's not God removing them. It's NuBreed don't really get along with nobody because he's selfish and he's always using people.
And you got to count it all joy that you get to see who your enemies really are. That is a blessing. Do you know how many people walking the earth right now who don't know who their enemies are?
So basically what he's saying is he see me, Rollo, and Brainwaves as his enemy.
And that puts them in a disadvantage. See, these pathetic, miserable people that target a lot of you brothers and sisters.
Now he's telling you that you're being targeted. Where did that come from? How are you being targeted? What is he saying? He's convincing you through manipulation, through hypnosis, to make you believe you're being targeted.
I mean, at least you can see him. Now, when we talk about these pathetic and miserable people, that goes...
Listen.
The rabbit hole goes deep because we're talking about people who, even gang stalkers, people who practice organized mobbing, like even these people who watching you in the neighborhood, gaslighting, doing different things in the neighborhood, like these kind of things. Y'all know how the gang stalking program goes. These people are pathetic and miserable too. Think about it. These people have nothing better to do than try to provoke you.
You see that? He said these people don't have nothing better to do than try to provoke you. Isn't that what I was talking about recently? Didn't I tell you how in the community where I'm at, you know, I had a run-in with somebody regarding the lawn. I had to let the person know not to be walking on the lawn because I'm renovating the lawn. You're not supposed to step on lawn that you seeded and the seeds are growing and the seeds are germinating. You're not supposed to be walking all over the lawn. You're messing up everything, you know? And I made it very clear how people provoking spirits. This is what I talked about. Now he's doing the same. It's crazy, man.
That's misery. That's misery. Somebody said, I agree, and family can be the worst. That's a fact. You got some family out here who will do you all the same.
Let me see. Yolanda wants some attention. Let me see what she wants. Yolanda says, you haven't talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce because maybe they'll sue you. I mean, you sound crazy. What do I got to talk about them for? You want me to talk about them? I'll talk about them next. I'll talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce next just to get you mad. I mean, this is just dumb. Like what's the matter with people, fam? Jay-Z ain't thinking about suing nobody. You can't sue somebody for talking about you. Like, are people dumb? I'm gonna sue you because you're talking about me. What world you live in? That's stupidity. Beyonce's not thinking about you, and she's not thinking about me, and she don't care who talks about her. Social media, everybody talks about everybody. The problem is people they don't have tough skin. So they get, I mean, where your comment come from? It's like you just come out of nowhere saying ridiculous things. Like, I understand you worship NuBreed, but I mean, you're saying dumb stuff. Or you won't talk about Beyonce and I tell you, bro, let's just get back to the tape, man. Shout out to V-Dub, man, for getting rid of the trolls.
Try their best to get you out of character.
Are you hearing what he said? He said you got people out here trying their best to get you out of character. Isn't that what I talked about yesterday? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard me talk about that yesterday. Put a 1 in the chat. I think I made about 2 or 3 videos, fam. I think I made about two or three videos where I talked about this, about how people are trying to get you out of character so you could react in a violent way and do something stupid that could get you locked up. Look at a dude doing the same thing, y'all. Y'all can't see this, or I'm bugging, bro. This dude watches me every minute, and he figure, okay, let me talk about this since Ringo's talking about it. Let me talk about that since Ringo's talking about it. Let me try to act like I'm helping the people.
If you having a good day, somebody hit your phone up, and all of a sudden they're trying to get you out of character. All of a sudden, you know, they're trying to kill your joy and your peace. Then you got to understand that right there is a miserable person. That's pathetic.
My goodness, bro. Like, this guy got no original thought. His thought patterns is like, I don't get it, bro. It's like, he just want to, man, this is sick, man. Sick stuff, bro.
Some people can't have peace of mind because they don't find peace in peace.
They don't find peace in peace. Whatever.
They don't find peace. You got a lot of people out here who do not find peace in peace. That's real talk. Somebody said, never been so happy alone. Keeps me on the path. That's a fact.
Imagine somebody just came in and says, never been so happy being alone. Those people just talking a bunch of crap. Nobody's happy being alone. You know what I mean? Nobody's happy being alone. You're miserable being alone. Loneliness is a real thing. I speak of rolling solo. Rolling solo does not mean you're alone. I'm a family man. I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not alone, but I roll solo. Watch him steal more of my talking points. Watch.
Same way. Now, of course, when I say being alone, of course, I'm a family man. But when it comes to taking a path of a loner, moving a certain way, I'm all for it. I'm all for getting away from a lot of people, minding your business, doing what it is you need to do. Because I can tell you this right now, solo is the way.
Y'all don't see it? He said solo is the way. That's my talking point. I just finished talking about that all day yesterday. Now all of a sudden he's doing the same thing. Now he's telling you to go solo, which is my teaching of what I've been teaching for years. This is sick, man. This man steals everything I do.
And I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, that you should have people that you can touch bases with, but you need to know how to move solo as well.
You see him stealing my words, bro? He gets motivation from my content, bro. Everything I do, he do. That man literally sits, waits, hear me speak, and then try to make up something similar to sound like he's speaking some sort of truth.
Because there ain't too many people out here that you can trust. There's a lot of envying, well-wishing, hollering snakes out here who don't have your best interests at heart. And there's a lot of people who want to benefit off your light.
And that's exactly what you've been doing, bro. You've been practicing that mess for a minute. Benefiting off my light, benefiting off Brainwave's light, benefiting off Rollo, benefiting off everybody, fam. All the content creators y'all try to benefit off of. And the jig is up with that UP Farm scam. because everybody can see that that whole thing is a scam. Everybody, no other content creator will ever rock with you, fam, when it comes to UP Farms. They will never rock with you again. Because you're still using my face, my images, and my words as if though I'm still down with UP Farms. Why don't you delete that video and keep it moving? Why don't you delete that video? Put it on private, delete it. Why are you still using me? Because you're a user, fam.
There's a lot of people who want to extract all that is you. I'm telling you, it's some wild stuff going on. There's a lot of energy harvesting going on out here.
Energy harvesting. What is energy harvesting, bro? You sound crazy. Ooh, I am an energy harvester. Details now tonight in the news. Energy harvesting is coming to a local city near you. People are going around energy harvesting. Don't become a victim of these entities. It is said that in the workplace, energy harvesting is prevalent. Details at 10, we're going to have the breaking news story of a young man that is a victim of energy harvesting. Tune in at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for energy harvesting. Now, return to our regularly scheduled program. This is what he's doing, fam. He's coming to you like Agent Smith. Neo, on one hand, you're a respectable business software engineer. In another life, you're a known hacker. Now, one of these lives can be useful to us. The other, we can do without. That's what he's pretty much coming to you as, an Agent Smith. And he's trying to make you believe these lies, man. Morpheus, Neo. This is what he's trying to do to you. He's playing games with your mind, bro. Listen.
You know, you just got to be on point. This is a spiritual war.
Ain't no spiritual nothing, man. Man, people got to stop this gaslighting, bro. Like, oh, this is spiritual war. You know, it's like a war going on, man. No man is safe from. You know? This is crazy, man.
This is a spiritual war. That's why you can't have open arms to any and everybody. I could tell you just like that. Somebody said, you're not lying. Somebody said, going through this, certainly. Right. Yeah, I mean, look, like I was saying earlier, when you got people out here who resort to slander, gossiping, backbiting, you know, when they do that, you got to see it for what it is. That's a person with no integrity. That's a person with no morality. That's a person that is just pathetic. That's lame. That's pathetic. That's weak.
But you said having black daughters is a curse from God. You said that I'm a pedophile, and you lied. You told your public viewers that brainwaves is gay. You slandered many men and called them names and did all sorts of evil, man. And here you are hypocriting, being a hypocrite, as if though your record is clean.
And it's easy for you brothers and sisters to get irate, get upset when somebody's lying on you. Let them lie.
He just said it's easy for you brothers to get irate and get upset if somebody's lying on you. He said, let them lie. So I shouldn't see this dude make any videos about me ever again. He should just let it slide. But he's not going to do that because he's a hypocrite. He'll tell his viewers to do one thing, but he'll do another thing on his NuBreed Entertainment channel. And what's so sad is that most of his viewers on the big channel, they don't even know about his other channel.
Let them lie.
Okay. So then you should practice what you preach. So why mindsets keep making videos about me? Shouldn't you tell your man to let Ringo lie if that's what you're assuming I'm doing? You guys can't even go on without content regarding me. See, when I make content about you guys, I actually expose you. When you guys make content about me, there's no receipts, there's no proof of anything. It's just a bunch of nonsense and bochinche. It's just trash. Matter of fact, when y'all make videos about me, it's good for me because that helps keep my name in the algorithm. When I make videos about you guys, man, it's very effective because I expose the darkness.
The Most High will deal with that.
He said the Most High will deal with that. The Most High ain't doing anything. The Most High didn't deal with the white man, and he put us in slavery. So what makes you think the Most High is going to do something to somebody that's talking about you? You sound silly and dumb, like real talk.
That's a very serious charge, being out here bearing false witness.
So let me get this straight. You trying to put fear in people because they talk about you? I'm going to talk about you all the time. And the Most High ain't doing anything because he's the one who told me to talk about you and expose the demons that are in you. Imagine, you're literally trying to make people fear talking about you by saying the Most High going to get them. But the Most High didn't get the white man for putting our people in slavery for 400 years. The Most High didn't get all of these politicians for creating laws that oppress our people. He haven't gotten them yet. But he's more concerned if I'm talking about you. Make that make sense, people.
And that's something that people are doing on a regular basis now. Assuming things and then running with narratives.
How you know this? How he know this? He's talking about YouTubers, guys. He's talking about me, Brainwaves, Rollo. That's who he's talking to. And you're going to see that who he's talking to because it's going to come up later on in the video. He's going to blend it in by saying, look, my content is in general. I'm not speaking about nobody on social media. And then he's going to throw shade and more sneak diss and watch.
You know, it's a sad situation.
Copying my talking point. I'm always saying it's a sad situation. I'm always saying that it's a sad situation. It's just a sad situation, man. He's doing the same thing. This man literally mimic anything I do, gang.
It's a real sad situation. Somebody said that's why you should ignore those type of people. Exactly.
Here it comes.
Ignore those people all.
He's talking about ignoring those people. Now, his viewers know he's talking about me, Brainwaves, Rollo, right? And many others. It's not just them. You know what I'm saying? Many others have made videos about him. Watch how he blend this in now.
Man, ignore those pathetic, miserable people. Ignore them. And let me make this clear. When I make my material, I'm just talking about everybody. Like, I know there's a lot of people who want to associate themselves with my material. That's because just because they don't have nothing else to talk about. So they want to associate what I'm talking about with them. Look, I have a lot of life experiences. So when I get on here and make my content, don't associate none of these weird social media people to what I'm talking about. Don't do it.
Weird social media people.
Because what I'm talking about is something that we're all going through. Especially if
he said we're all going through. He wants you to be convinced that you're all going through what he's going through. Let's go.
Leveling up at the moment. If you leveling up, you're going to deal with some stuff that's going to catch you off guard. Like, yo, why is people lying, slandering, backbiting? That's because they're pathetic and miserable.
You see what he's saying? You see what he's saying about the YouTubers, right? And people be wondering why I say these things when he's sneak dissing. His video is about us, gang. It's not about he's just speaking in general.
You're going to deal with some stuff that's going to catch you off guard. Like, yo, why is people lying,
He's had the nerve to talk about people lying when that's all he do is lie.
And backbiting. That's because they're pathetic and miserable.
Again, sneak dissing. So now he's saying that he come across content where people are allegedly lying and slandering. And he said that we're miserable people. So his whole video is a sneak diss. Y'all gotta pick up on how content creation works.
A lot of times people, when we talk about stuff here on this channel, y'all want to equivalent everything to what's going on social media. Look, we live real lives outside of social media.
That's a lie. This man don't go nowhere. This man stay in the house.
And it almost seems like when you one of God's people, one thing in, and then here comes something else. One thing die off, and then here come the next demon. Yeah, and that's how it goes. If it applies, then listen. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly.
All my talking points, bro. If it don't apply, let it fly.
But I can tell you this right now. People in general, we talking about the mass majority, have reached an all-time low.
People have reached an all-time low to him now.
People have reached an all-time low.
Your viewers is a part of that all-time low. You do understand that, right?
But you know what you brothers and sisters got to do?
What they got to do?
Keep rising to the top. Keep doing what it is you do.
Didn't I tell y'all, fam? When you deal with your haters, you got to continue to prosper. You got to continue to rise. You got to continue to elevate. Didn't I tell y'all that yesterday? Y'all can't see this man literally copying everything I do, bro. You can't see that this man want to be me.
Stay true to the creator. Stay true to yourselves. And don't feed into negativity that's out here in this world.
He said don't feed into negativity. So if I'm negative because I make content, you shouldn't hear him responding to me at all, right? You shouldn't hear him no responses. None. But we know that's not the case.
Misery loves company. Don't have nothing to do with that. Anyway, look, love y'all, man. Just wanted to come through with it.
He said he love y'all. Remember what I told you about love bombing? They always tell you they love you. Anytime you have content creators telling you that they love you, they are gaslighting you. They are love bombing you. They don't know you to love you. Y'all got to understand that. Don't be just walking around saying how much you love somebody and you don't really know them personally, fam. If you haven't broken bread with them, been around them in the flesh, like really, been around their family, stop letting people gaslight you like that, fam. Don't let them love bomb you by telling you how much they love you. These people don't love nothing about you. What they love is the fact that they're able to make money. That's what they love. You know what I mean? And they'll make you believe that they got all this love for you. It's a lie. So, hey, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. I got to get to work, do what I need to do. And, you know what I'm saying, get back to working on the studio and do what I have to do, fam. So, that's about it, man. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll keep you posted with more content. And it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get up on out of here. Go get me something to eat. And do what I got to do, man. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Y'all take care. I'll be back on later on with more content. I just got to get some work done right now, fam. I'm really, it's a lot of work, bro. A lot of work that I got to do. I'm behind on my work and I got to get the ball rolling, like seriously. So y'all take care. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Everybody on the 9-to-5 grind. Everybody on the hustle and bustle. Y'all stay safe. Be at peace. and watch the people that are around you. Don't get easily thrown off path. Just stay true, and everything gonna work out, fam. So I'm gonna sign off, man. Ringo TV Reactions. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.